This is a world with a lot of global problems, and all of these problems that challenge the world reduce to data problems. And the more that society is better off at crunching the numbers, the better off we can solve some of our problems.
What this weekend is about is an opportunity for data scientists to be put in contact with charities, and for the charities to really get the benefit from the experience data scientists can bring, to explore data and help the charities find new ways to investigate and determine new actions and better ways of using their resources as a result of the analysis.
I'm always amazed that people show up and spend a weekend, instead of out partying, instead of seeing friends or just sleeping, working and programming and doing statistics. And that's just incredible to me. The reason that we started DataKind was because there were all these opportunities to work with big data for these nonprofits, foundations, and governments. And so I thought, man, if we could just get those people working on those problems, we could do really, really cool stuff.
I became involved in DataKind because I saw an opportunity to actually put my skills to use for community, for humanity as a whole. And by helping set up DataKind in the UK, I'm giving other people the chance to do that as well, to come in and be part of that story and be part of that experience.
It's critically important to our work to have big partners like Teradata, who are just amazing and generous in working with us to get this done, because it's really a Herculean task to get data scientists to work with social organizations. And one of the things that's really exciting is that there are this great opportunity for data scientists who already work in the private sector to give back, to have a chance to do something more with the skills that they have. And Teradata gets that. It's clearly part of their DNA to use data to make the world a better place.
Teradata is a very successful corporation, and we're very proud of that. We're very good at data, and so we feel like being able to give back with data is almost a societal obligation for us. This weekend is a chance for people to volunteer, people who are data scientists or have an interest in data or a background in data, and they come together and they use their knowledge and their expertise to give back to charities. And they can take a problem for a charity and they turn it into a life-changing event for this charity, just all through the power of data.
HelpAge is a network. We're present in more than 60 countries around the world. Basically, we work to improve the lives of older people. We're launching a global index about the well-being of older people in October. It's going to be the first of its kind. And so actually we wanted to get involved in this weekend, both to kind of visualize the data that we have, but also to kind of look for kind of hidden secrets within what we've got, that may be things we haven't realized or noticed yet.
I got involved on this project simply because, as part of my job role, I forecast for school places and also for special needs. At the moment it's done by local knowledge, so people on the ground going out and having a look, see what's going on in the local areas, whereas the data gives another perspective on it which doesn't contain any bias.
Community and Voluntary Action Tameside work in the borough of Tameside in Greater Manchester to support all the different community and voluntary groups that do various activities there. We've done this piece of research, we've got lots of data about the voluntary sector, both in Tameside and Greater Manchester, but we've only sort of skimmed the surface of that information. We know the basic facts, and this weekend gives us a chance to go so much more in depth.
Oxfam is an NGO that has been working for more than 70 years on poverty and famine. For charities, big and small charities, this is a great opportunity to get access to knowledge that usually we don't use.
The longer-term goal is that they will make the connections with individual volunteers, that those volunteers will volunteer their time on a much longer scale so that they can really tackle the more complex issues.
Well, meeting the volunteers has been so great. I mean, so inspiring that they are coming here and joining this community and sharing experiences, sharing knowledge, all for the same final goal.
You have people from different areas and different backgrounds. That is great, and in general, it's great to finally use our skill sets on something, on doing something good.
It's fun to start with, and if something good happens along the way, then that's good too.
I think I'll come away from this with new friends, with similar interests who I can continue working with.
I'm interested in hard data problems, and if solving a hard data problem could also do something really good for the world, that's a really cool thing to do on a Saturday afternoon.
Step away from the data.
We have lots of data.
Donations and government funding are down.
Mark did some clustering work, which is really interesting.
Neighborhoods of high deprivation.
So the green line is the oil price, is it?
Maps, you want maps?
Consistency, quantity and quality of data. We wanted to look a bit deeper.
That's very good.
These charities are being stuck in the middle of this.
And now, we're going to take this forward.
It's been a fantastic weekend. The volunteers have just worked so incredibly hard, and we've got a fantastic range of products from it. We've got a whole new website that shows us all sorts of different layers of our data and helps me to much better understand the voluntary groups that we work with.
I'm pretty gobsmacked actually. So we've got some amazing graphs, amazing kind of maps, the interactive thing. I couldn't have expected that, really. It was just like we'd hoped for something like that, but it's really amazing.
This weekend has been absolutely brilliant. It's shown me where we need to improve our data collection and also where we can move forward from what we've now got.
My brain was so full of ideas, full of, discovering new techniques, new projects, and I think I've already scheduled my next year in terms of research, in terms of projects.
It was amazing. The results were incredible. The nonprofits were just stunned, and the people that we met were amazing. So I'd say it was a smashing success.
When the readouts happen, I'm always amazed at what they come up with in one weekend. But it is just fantastic, the value to the charities, the value to the volunteers, the value for DataKind. And as Teradata, we could not be happier to sponsor something like this.
Data is power, data is the future. It's a new resource that we can use for everything, shared insights, new perspectives, and it's going to be the way that everything happens in the future.